For the Beaver Radio Network, I'm Brian Schultz. BSU outdoor track and field team finally got their first meet last weekend, took third at the College of St. Benedict, joined by sophomore Austyn Eng, won the pole vault. Congratulations.
Thank you.
What's the first meet like outdoors pole vaulting where you have to deal with wind and you have to deal with the elements?
It was a lot different because we don't have an outdoor pit, so we've been practicing inside all year, so we didn't know what was going to happen, but turned out pretty good for most of us.
How much of a factor is wind in the pole vault?
A lot, because if it's a tailwind, you would think it would be really good, but then if you don't throw your pole back as far, it could knock the bar off and it's a scratch, so you got to be smart either way.
Pole vaulting is very precise. If your timing is off, you're in a boatload of trouble, correct?
Yes.
How do you work on that timing?
In practice, coaches has to keep saying, like, drive your knee, and you have to weight it out on top, otherwise your standards are going to be off, so it's all about timing, like you said, and we just have to it's really repetitive, keep going every time.
As you are running down the lane towards the box and towards the pit, what are you focusing on?
That I get in the pit. Because we've had a few mistakes this year where we've come back down on the pit or we're not planting, so you just have to really be focusing on planting it in the box so you can have a nice vault.
How heavy is a pole vault?
I guess I don't even really know. It goes by weights, so I'm like on a 130 pole right now, and it's not 130 pounds, but I don't know. As the weights go up, they get a little heavier, but I'm not sure how much.
Is it something that takes some getting used to, running with something that weighs that much, and is that kind of big and bulky and clumsy?
Oh, yeah, because every time you move up on a pole, it gets longer and heavier, so you have to adjust your step and your run and everything, and just how much strength you put into when you take off on your land or on your approach. So it's.
If you're not running fast enough, can you get the pole to flex and do what it's supposed to do?
No. On our off season right before outdoor, I was on just a completely wrong pole, and every time I was not getting in the pit, and I kept coming back down on the track, and it's very frustrating, but you just have to find the right pole for yourself.
What other events do you compete in?
Just 4x4 right now, so.
Is that where you want to be, or do you want to challenge yourself with another event or two?
I wouldn't mind doing another event. We were thinking about a 4x1, but then we have a couple girls that got hurt this past week, so we had to drop out of the 4x1. But I like the 4x4 because it is a challenging race, so it pushes me more in practice.
How frustrated were you and the rest of the team that you didn't get to go to Hamlin 2 weeks ago?
We were pretty upset, but it really stinks competing in really cold weather because it's so hard to stay warm, so it wasn't too devastating, but at least we got one in.
Can a pole flex in the cold without snapping?
Yes. I guess I haven't really tried this year. I've never bent a pole that far that it would break, but never know what could happen.
You guys will head to Moorhead this weekend, competing in the Concordia Cobber Twilight. Do you know what other teams will be there?
I haven't looked that far ahead yet.
Does it matter in a typical race, or are you just worried about yourself?
No, we just compete against ourselves. Obviously, we want to win, but we're just focusing on getting our best times this year and getting our PRs.
Best of luck.
Thank you.